The INTP personality type thoroughly enjoys solitude or alone time, introverted, emphasizes more on concepts and ideas than details and facts, intuitive, bases their decisions on reason and logic, perceiving, and like to be more flexible and impulsive, rather than working in a planned and organized manner, perceiving. Here are 13 signs of an INTP personality type. Number 1. Abstract thinking and analytical. INTPs perceive the world as a very complex thing and understand that, as with any kind of machine, it is made up of many interrelated components. And when they add their abstract ideas to it, they can come up with some amazing ideas. They are very good at analyzing the different connections and judging how all these unrelated and different factors can come together and make something interesting, which ends up surprising most people around them. Number 2. Uncomplicated and truthful. The INTP personality type is a very straightforward and honest person who would rather be brutally honest and tell the truth rather than deceive anyone by lying to them. Their intention is not to hurt anyone's sentiments, but telling the truth matters to them a lot because for them, truth is supreme. Uncomplicated and honest to a fault, they are always the ones you can rely on for some good and honest advice. Number 3. Withdrawn and extremely private. Because INTPs are such deep thinkers and are always thinking about complicated things, they turn out to be very withdrawn and exceptionally reticent most times. Their minds are always working at high speeds, and they are always looking for answers to unanswered questions, and this makes them lose themselves in their own worlds. Sometimes, this makes it difficult for others, including their loved ones, to reach out to them and understand what goes on their minds and hearts, and this leads to INTPs sometimes pushing them far away from them. Number 4. Snobbish and insensitive. INTPs can sometimes get so lost in their worlds and get caught up in reason and logic that they end up dismissing and ignoring the emotions of the people around them. Emotional things and sentimental ramifications often confuse them, and that is why they prefer to sit on the side of logic instead of dwelling on emotions. Additionally, they can also get very condescending, because deep down inside, they are extremely proud of their logic and rationale. They love sharing their unique ideas, but get very arrogant and annoyed sometimes when they have to dumb down their ideas for people who are not on the same wavelength. Number 5. Genuine and imaginative. Does this really come across as a surprise? Whenever you come across someone who is equally imaginative, creative, and original, chances are they are an INTP personality type. All the amazing ideas they come up with and the deep connections that they make are all a result of their one-of-a-kind imagination. Those ideas might sound overwhelming and impossible at times, but for the most part, those ideas have turned out to be brilliant innovations. Number 6. Impartial and broad-minded. Just like they are truthful, they are amazingly unbiased too. No matter what the situation is or who they are talking to, they will always give you an objective viewpoint with no mincing of words. INTPs don't believe in the idea of comforting someone temporarily with a lie. They are also quite open-minded and are always receptive to opinions that might be more unique and different from theirs. For them, everyone's ideas matter, as long as it's good and interesting. Number 7. Self-critical and anxious. INTPs are very self-critical and anxious people because deep down inside, they are always questioning themselves and their abilities. Almost all the time, they feel that they can do better and come up with better ideas. According to them, they are never good enough. Whatever they do, they can always do better. This kind of self-critical attitude makes them delay their decisions and projects very often, as they are frequently making changes, and sometimes they even quit before even starting something. Number 8. Scatterbrained and confused. The INTP personality type can be very confused and scatterbrained at times, due to their high intellect and creative mind. They are always thinking about something or the other, and this sometimes leaves them disorganized and absent-minded. INTPs can get so involved with the big things happening in their minds that they forget to think about the minor things, such as paying bills and certain personal commitments. Number 9. Comfortable being alone and peaceful. INTPs are some of the most introverted people out there, and they love their alone time. They never feel the need to surround themselves with a ton of people, to feel complete and happy. They are mentally strong enough to be by themselves, and never feel that there is anything sad about that. They have a very rich inner world, and more often than not, they go there whenever things get too overwhelming. Their peaceful demeanor makes them some of the most unproblematic people you will ever meet. And no matter where they go, they always radiate a lot of peace and calm. Number 10. Energetic and interesting. Whenever a new idea pops into their mind, their excitement and energy know no bounds. Even though they are reserved by nature, even if someone else shares a new and interesting idea, they excitedly get on board. They just can't wait to discuss everything new and mind-blowing. But don't think just because they are excited, they are going to jump and dance around. Chances are their enthusiasm will be expressed in the form of deep thinking, silent pacing, and pensively looking out in the distance. Number 11. You wouldn't mind playing devil's advocate for fun. Since logicians are drawn to certain types of topics and enjoy having debates about them, they wouldn't mind provoking an argument merely for the thrill of it. If the debate is centered on a subject they find exhilarating, they'd enjoy the process even more. Having back and forth deliberation and seeing people's points of view can help a logician get to the bottom of their own confusion. This process might be irritating to others, but is enjoyable to both INTPA and INTPT characters. Number 12. You're a mini Sherlock. Logicians are moved by the complexities of human nature. They seek to analyze patterns, which is why one of the common questions they ask themselves is, why does this happen the way it does? This process also helps them identify irregularities, or when things are out of place. These are qualities similar to the famous INTP fictional character, Sherlock Holmes, and you might identify with them as an INTP male or female. Number 13. Mentally stimulating conversations excite you. It's in an introvert's nature to have a quiet composure. They talk only when it's necessary and would choose to observe rather than make pointless banters. Although it's a common misconception that introverts are always quiet, these individuals can be talkative when with the right people. This character trait can be recognized with those that have the logician personality. If someone brings up a stimulating topic, they'll be more than interested to add their opinions. That's it for this video. Please feel free to share your experiences in the comments below. Thank you for your time, and don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel to never miss future uploads. And I see you in the next video for a happier, healthier mind.